Petroware's production management system features intuitive product design combined with the latest in functionality. One of the best things about Petroware is the easy entry in a variety of situations, including the commingling of oil and condensate from several wells into a common tank battery, meter, lacked unit, and base unit. Here's a closer look at all the features that make Petroware the most unique production management solution on the market.
The first thing we'll look at is the master files. Under master files, we have our unit and well master and various state reporting codes. We'll look closer at the well master. Production accounting is a standalone module, so the well master is totally separate from the accounting module. You would set up your well, and it can be linked to an accounting well for comparison reportings. The first tab is your basic well information, location, who the operator is, and so on. The next tab is our well allocations matrix. This is showing where the well is allocated within a unit and base unit. Then your regulatory code status, how the property is being filed on the production report, any commingling information, disposition information, what Texas Louisiana district information. If it happens to be a state or federal well, there's a tab for state and federal reporting agency numbers and agreement numbers. The other tab is for miscellaneous well information, where it's what the spud date, completion, whether it's temporarily abandoned or plugged. And then the status screen is the screen that shows when the well went effective to a specific field pool formation code and what the current status is. This well is a gas type well. It's a producing gas and it's pumping off of rods. It's in the field pool formation zone, and then there's the oil, gas purchasers, and transporter. There's a field for free flow notes. If I put in today's date, I could just continue typing and put in any information I needed. We can also link it to Excel and Word documents or to a log with NeuroViewer. And once we've set that up, we would tie it to a unit master. Once I pull in the unit, this is going to tell me this is the Burgess and Masterson commingled unit for oil, sales meter, and then it gives me, once again, the allocation matrix. Once I've set up all my base information, I'm ready to do my transaction entry. I can enter my crude oil run tickets, opening reading, closing reading, and it's going to calculate my volumes based on my tank strappings. Then I would enter my oil purchaser statements, and I can enter these based on a total sales volume, or I can enter it based on each statement ticket that comes in on the purchaser statement. I would also enter my gas purchaser statement, and notice we also account for your NGLs. Any daily estimate volumes that I might want to enter, miscellaneous, dispositions, and downtime hours. I can calculate my allocation based on well test volumes or estimated daily production. After I've entered all of my inventory and my sales, I'm ready to begin my processing. Let's close all of these down, and then I'm going to tell it to summarize my production for January of 2010. And I want my oil sales to be based on my run statements, not my run tickets. If I had previously run an allocation process, it's going to give me an error message, and I'm going to tell it it's okay, I know it's been done. Then once it finishes its summarization, it's going to tell me whether there are any errors or warnings. Errors are critical and have to be corrected before you can go any further. Warnings are just an informational type only message. I'm going to tell it it's okay. I could go in and I could view the summary data. Once it had summarized for that time period and check my volumes and numbers and make sure that they were correct, I could do a total, my oil, or my gas, or my water. It's also going to show me if I'm over or under on my oil and gas allowables. Once I think those are correct, I'm going to process my allocation decimals for the month of January 2010. Tell it to generate. And it's going to come up and gives me an error, 0 errors, 4 warnings. I want to look at those warnings, so I'm going to view the log. Summary data has no beginning inventory for the Burgess 2 and the Masterson 2. I know that the Masterson 2 and the Burgess 2 are my gas units, so I would not have any beginning or ending inventories. Once I had done that, I could print my decimals, and then it's going to show me what my decimal breakdown is based on my units and wells, and whatever my allocation matrix was based on well time, downtime, estimated data entry, and so on. If I agree with those, then I'm ready to process my monthly allocation. Come in here and tell it January of 2010. Tell it to make the allocations. It's going to tell me it ran with 4 warnings and ask if I want to continue. Yes. 0 errors, 0 warnings. That's what I want to see. Then I could come in here and print the report, and it's going to show me on a well by well basis what the volumes are for my beginning, my production, my sales, my ending inventory, same for my water and gas, and then my NGLs. Once that looks good and I agree, I am ready to do my regulatory reporting. Since these are a Texas well, I'm going to do my Texas production reporting, January 2010, and my operator is Avatar. I want to tell it to collect the data. It's telling me 0 errors, 0 warnings. I'm happy with that. And then I'm ready to tell it to print my report. It will look exactly like a Texas production report. It's going to show you beginning inventory, ending inventory, your railroad commission identifier, all of the information that's needed to report to your regulatory agency. Then, if I'm happy with that, I can create my EDI text. It's going to come up, it wants to know where I want to save it. I would save it and then upload it to the reporting agency. As you can see, we also have the Federal Oil Grower, Texas H10 reporting, Louisiana and New Mexico.
With Petroware's production management solution, virtually any disposition allocation is achievable with unlimited reporting potential. Enjoy real-time reporting with on-screen viewing. It's a Petroware trademark. Call Avatar Systems today.